It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're underway from Seattle. Johnson with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in Year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
I firmly believe the NFL is better with quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield in it. His teams, they just embrace his feisty, chippy attitude he plays with. They also embrace the production he's shown. Massive new career best a season ago with 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns.
Drive begins with a run by Irving. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff, now it's Mayfield. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Third and just 2 to go. Mayfield now from the gun. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down, Buccaneers.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1,000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Play fake. It's Mayfield. Complete out to the right. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Seahawks with 6 DBs out there. 3rd down coming up. Baker now from the gun. Short pass brought in. He'll have the first down and even more. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down throw here, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They'll give it to Irving on the option. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Out left, and Otten makes the grab. And he's tackled for a short gain. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Hauled in down the sideline. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. White goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal? Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? A former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Now Darnold off the play action. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
No gain on the play.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Godwin, the man in motion left. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Down the field, Evans has it. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Baker throwing again. Got his man. It's Auden. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
A gain of 22 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Once again, Irving. And he's not going to get in, but the drive will continue as he does get enough for 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Irving does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. White's going to try to smash his way in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers pull out in front further. 13-zip. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Smith and Jigba going to motion over left. 2nd and 10. Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the gun, Darnold. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Across midfield to the 45. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Seahawks 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Johnson now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Baker now. He finds Evans, left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Mayfield now off the play action. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Irving on the inside give. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Not trying to do too much there. Short yardage situation. Just make sure you get to the marker and reset those chains.
First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Right back to Irving now. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Mayfield now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Baker now from the gun. That one's good to Godwin. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
To Chris Godwin. A gain of 7 and a Buccaneer 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's a toss to White. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Throwing Baker. Dumps it off to his running back. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Bucs getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Walker off his own read. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To throw, here's Darnold. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Secures this at the 17. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They give to Irving, left side. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. The give now to White. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Slot man in motion left. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Jukes him, and now he's running free. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Irving here from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Buccaneers.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Pass is caught at the 9. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there.
From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 13-point lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
21. Seahawks 7.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
2nd and 13. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Jacob Parrish on the coverage.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. This finds Evans, complete. Now he's past the 25. Mike Evans! And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 3-possession game. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21.
Seahawks 7.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
Face purple crying.
That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
Face purple crying. Face purple crying. Face purple crying.
There's an
Face
IQ,
purple
a
crying.
feel,
Face
a
purple
patience and
crying. Face
craftiness
purple
required along
crying.
with just tremendous
Face
vision.
purple
He
crying.
showed all
Face
of it
purple
navigating that
crying.
run up
Face
the middle.
purple crying. Face purple
Motioning
crying.
the
Face
tight end
purple
now.
crying. Face purple crying.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Has another lane. And finally down right along that opposing 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
1st and 10. Darnold. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Torrey Horton, his intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
They kick the running back in motion. On 2nd and 10 now. Darnold hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Handoff running left. Walker. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Completed over the middle. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense, but the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Is this?
Now Mayfield. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Putting the tight end in motion. Mayfield to throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Baker throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Metal yellow first red. Metal yellow first red. Metal yellow first red. Metal yellow first
Once
red.
more, it's
Metal
Mayfield.
yellow first red.
He's got Emeka Egbuka. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They put a receiver in motion here left. Mayfield now from the gun. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers get more points to end a lopsided first half. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers continue piling on to this lead.
Seahawks 10.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first, here's Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
At the 41-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. We're looking to throw. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That's good.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
Now they send their back in motion right. From the gun, Darnold. Dump off caught by his back. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs' 33-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. Caught, nice gain left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it an 18-point game.
Seahawks 17.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
2nd and 8. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Tampa Bay.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Baker now off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for White. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
From the 36. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
On the give, this is Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Connection made to Shepard. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Buccaneer first down.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it near the 8. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Baker now from the gun. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again.
42. Seahawks 17. Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And this is intercepted. And he makes the Hefko. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Hand orange covering eyes, hand orange covering eyes, hand orange covering eyes.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Seahawks 17.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this second half. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Darnold. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing here, Darnold. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now Darnold, completed over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play fake, Darnold. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And again, it's Darnold. He lofts it deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Mayfield now from the gun. Out left and Otten makes the grab. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. 16 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This is Irving on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Buccaneers.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari.
And 9 on the Seahawks 38-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Irving on the inside give. And he'll fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd and short, Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down from the red zone. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers continue adding on to that lead.
Seahawks 17.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks offense running out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Jacob Parrish on the coverage.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Darnold. It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Rolling left, buying some time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and 10 from the 41. He keeps this one himself. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Buccaneers add another DB. 3rd down coming up. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Seahawks who have possession. They've got a lot of work to do, Brock. They are in a massive hole. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Cooper caught the intended receiver, and it sets up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
2nd and 10, Darnold. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
1st and 10, Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Throwing on first, here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. He brings it in.
Pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the Buccaneers' 4-yard line.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Darnold with a quick bounce out wide. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Seahawks 24.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Bucks to the line. First and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Right back to Irving now. Jukes one defender. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
He got him the first. Now Irving on first. And he surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. White trying this straight ahead. And second down only works out for a yard.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Mayfield. That pass complete to Irving. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, Darnold. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Buccaneers, then receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's Baker. That's him on the quick hitter. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead, it's Irving. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a 1st down. Come on, boys.
The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Complete to Cooper Kupp. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. He'll start from the 39. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And now it's 2nd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Seahawks are hauled down on the return at the 45-yard line. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. To throw, here's Darnold. This is Cox, that's Walker. And he takes it in, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks putting up points in a game decided. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown! His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Stop, watch, blue hand timer.
A 2nd touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks will trail by 25.
Buccaneers 56, Seahawks 31.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, 3rd down. Mayfield now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down, here's Baker. He just keeps finding Evans. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Baker now off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Buccaneers on the favorable end of this blowout. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. The give now to White. Has some space inside the 15. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. White. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Buccaneers continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. And he is all smiles down there. He's got his 2nd rushing score this game, and they've got an even bigger lead in this 2nd half.
Well, we know it because we call these games week to week, Kate. Almost every single one of them seems to be a one-possession nail-biter. To build this kind of cushion and to do it with the strength of his legs, yeah, they're worthy of those smiles down there.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
63, Seahawks 31.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there. That's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Oh, he's keeping it again. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
1st and 10 from the 41. Play fake, Darnold. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Seahawks will have a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
This set it down. Darnold hit, and he fumbles it. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And even with 3 timeouts left on the other sideline, they have this one wrapped up. We'll see if they even use those timeouts. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground. Here's White. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Seattle.